This week on the 1040 podcast, we're joined by James, whose journey is a reminder that the path you're expected to take isn't always the one that's meant for you. Growing up in Ballyfermot before moving to Edenderry, James was once told he probably wouldn't amount to much, but instead of letting that define him, it quietly fueled the determination that would shape his future. From studying biochemistry in Athlone to discovering a passion for sales through a role in Arnotts and Weirs, James eventually found his footing in the motor industry, rising through the ranks into marketing management. This episode is about career pivots, persistence, and the power of backing yourself. This episode is brought to you by Top Drawer Talent, the supply chain procurement recruitment specialist, and Nesta Storage, Dublin's #1 self-storage provider. You can get 25% off your first month's storage using code CS25. Let's get into it. Here we go.
No, thanks very much for coming in. Much appreciated. But was your plan always to get into car sales and then kind of move your way into marketing, or?
Nah, bro. Well, that was never I had no plan. That's one of the things. I don't know, man. I'm from school. It was I done biotechnology when I left school.
Right.
Just,
did you finish a degree in biotechnology? I
was on 2 years now, and I was just I cannot be in a lab for the rest of my life. No windows, no nothing. It's just not interesting me.
Yeah, right.
It's not one of them, and so yeah, it was just even before that with school. It's just I picked that because I was at the time, not the way the point systems work. I don't know what it's like now, but
yeah,
the points that systems work at the time, there was less points because the course, nobody was doing the course.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So they would just bring the points down because, nobody's doing it, so let's get people into it. So I was I know I'm not going to get a lot of points in the leaving cert, so let's just pick something that.
Tried it.
Yeah, and I knew a few of my mates going to Athlone, AIT at the time, and I was fuck it, I'll just go for it, see what happens. I'm half decent at science, I think. Let's just crack on with it, and then that was it. So yeah, it's a big
How
difference.
was school for you? Did you enjoy it, or was it just a big mess?
I'll tell you the worst thing I done in school, right? All the way up until junior cert.
Yeah.
I actually feel I was decent, really good. I was doing maths grinds and I was getting stuff, and I had a really good junior cert.
Right.
Which probably means nothing, I don't know. But then I done the 4th year.
Okay.
And I was a fucking DOS, man. That's all it was. It took me out of any kind of routine. I think I'm the person that needs routine.
Okay.
So it took me out of all the routine, and I was just this is bullshit. This is just a DOS. This is daily. Come in to whatever, go home, do whatever you want kind of thing for the year, and you kind of go on holidays and you just act the bollocks and you do some fun things. And and then when I went to the 5th year, it was straight back into just you're
regimented.
Man, it was just I couldn't get back into it, and then it's just you start at that age as well. It's the coming of age thing, isn't it? You're just you find women, you're fuck this, I am not. You know what I mean? You just spend most of the time I was thinking like that, and maybe not everybody I was women, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? This is deadly. And then it was just I had no interest. Right. It was zero.
Okay.
Nothing.
Did you do the leaving cert then? Or?
Yeah, done it. Yeah, but I was only talking about this the other day actually. I only studied my man's gonna kill me. I only done I only studied the night before each thing. Didn't do it tap late no to I always had that mentality of, you know what, bro, everything just seems to work out for you. Let's just see what happens.
Right.
I don't know, it's a weird thing.
Did you pass?
Yeah. So I dropped down a couple of things. I was right, get away from honours on this one, let's drop down to ordinary on that. Get away from honours on this one, let's drop down to ordinary on that. And I think that's what helped it.
Okay.
But I know what I done agricultural science. The fuck do I know about agricultural science?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
City boy.
Tractors and all sorts. So yeah, it was and farming and all, and it was mad. Now that was a weird one. I failed that.
Okay.
Right, but on the whole lead up, I was getting 80, 90, 80, 90 and every single thing I was doing.
Right.
And then I forget the teacher at the time was just just let you know, the test is actually not going to be, we can never predict the test for agricultural science, so it might be different. And I was what you mean? We just studied this whole thing, and I was doing really well, and then I ended up getting 39% or 38% on or something. And I was that's bullshit. And that was a higher level one I done. So it was just I was filming at that annoyed me. So that's the only thing I failed on it. Everything else was good. Yeah.
And was the plan always to go to college, or were you considering the trades, or was it?
No, I wanted to do. I always wanted to do metalwork and woodwork. I always wanted to do it, and where I was didn't have it. I went to school in Edenderry in Athlone.
Oh, okay.
So I moved out of Ballyfermot and went up to Edenderry and Athlone for the whole period of secondary school.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And at the time, the Dubs, that was it. The Dubs moving in there, everyone was looking at you you don't belong here. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Yeah. And Yeah, it was mad, but yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to. I don't know what I want to try. And they didn't have that stuff up there, so it was just. I was forced kind of into like, well, here's what you're doing. I mean, ma wanted me to go to college. Like, I go to college and get a job as soon as you hit 18.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
How did so when you were younger, right, moving out of primary school in Ballyfermot down to the country and kind of going to secondary school, was that a hard transition for you as like a teenager coming of age?
Man, big time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you have that chip on your shoulder. Yeah, you know, you look back, you're like, what? You develop a chip on your shoulder like you've been done wrong. And I come from like, my family's like a really good family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, why is it? It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, it was difficult for me at the time, but looking back, like, you're like, that's not.
Yeah,
it's not that hard, bro. Like, but it felt it. It did at the time. Right. People are young, they go through mad stuff and emotions and all that stuff. So
yeah. So was it hard to make friends as a adult moving down the country, or?
Yeah, I felt like. But then, funny enough, a fella from my class in Ballyfermot moved to Edenderry the year before. So he moved in 5th class.
Oh, okay.
And so when I went down there, I already had like
a friend.
Yeah, a little informant almost. You know what I mean? That like help me get in there. You know, so that was grand. That's how we started. And then so every year, you know yourself, you know, you make new friends as you go along.
Yeah, like, kind of built that. Okay. Man, but your mum had you under pressure to go to college.
Yeah. And what do you want to do and all this stuff. Yeah. What should be doing, you know what I mean? And it was just like, yeah, let's pick something that I just think I can just get into just to kind of get someone off me back. Total wrong mentality. Like, shouldn't have done it. But
were you into sports or did you have any idea? Like,
I was playing football and all up until literally I went to college. Like, I was playing football all the time. Like, just, but even still, I was one of those people that just, like I said, I was saying to you, I don't know if we were around that time, but like, I feel like things just worked out for me at the time, so I was a bit lazy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
I was just a bit like, things will work out, whatever. So even with the football, I was like, fuck that. I like going having a drink, and then, you know, you couldn't do that then for the team I wanted to play for. They were like, right, you're not allowed to do that, and also stop smoking, and also stop doing this, stop. And I was like, fuck that. Like,
right. Would you be playing at a high level?
No.
Well,
no.
But they were like no drink and
like to get to that point, I was just like no. I just want to do what I want to do, like you know, kind of way. And
you couldn't get into that stage once you're at that age. Like you want to go out drinking, have the crack, chase the women.
Yeah, that was just that. That's what happened. Unfortunately, I found women, and that was just like fucking, you know what I mean? Like no, it was just I don't know. I was just one of those kids, man. Here's a good story of it.
Yeah, cool.
I was not only get called into parent-teacher meetings in secondary school, and you know the parent ma goes in and a stepdad, or my stepdad up there, like so the two of them went in, and the principal at the time said to my ma, I've seen yours. He was from Dublin as well, right? He said to me, ma, I've seen your son 100 times. He's never gonna amount that. That's what he said directly to the two of them. Like, and my stepdad, he told me, he was just like, I nearly jumped across the table and strangled the fella. So. When I was only told that like a couple of years after I left school.
Right.
And I was like what a wanker, like.
Yeah, why would you say that?
Yeah? Well, that's not the type of edge. That's I don't feel like you do it. I feel like you're failing. Yeah.
The kids,
Yeah, rather than why would you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was just I struggled a bit kind of with maybe following
what to do, maybe
should have went to the army.
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably what I needed, kick up the hole. Yeah.
Doesn't work for everybody.
Doesn't
no, it can. Look, it can be really beneficial, like if you have the right attitude or whatever, but you get put in your box very quick as well.
Probably needed that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's maybe something.
A lot of young people do, like, and that they just don't know that that's an option for them. But but going to college then, did you have a number of courses that you wanted to do, or did you just pick that because you were just being lazy?
Oh man, just literally just that. I picked that just because I was like, what is the easiest? I'm very direct. Like I'm like, right, how do I get to where I need to go to, let's say, to achieve something? In this case, it was to achieve, where get my parents off me back. I can still kind of have the freedom and still kind of crack on, do everything. So I was like, right, this is the course. This is probably the points I'm gonna get. Let's just fucking go for it. See what happens. And also, it's a pretty like hard course, so if I'm able to pass that, then that's a bonus. You know what I mean? So I done the first year there, and I passed everything bar mathematical science. That was tough, man. I had to carry that subject on to the next year. Like I passed absolutely everything, and I'd say I spent 2 days out of the week in college, and the rest just
partying.
Yeah. drinking and smoking and all sorts. So it was just, and I still passed that year, other than the mathematical science, and I just could not wrap my head around it.
Right. Is that why you left, because you couldn't pass that, or?
Yeah, so the second year came along and I just realised, like, I was like, this is, I actually have no way of passing this, like I cannot wrap my head around it as much as I could try, like, I don't think I was.
Did you actually try it?
So that annoyed me.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That one would annoy me, because I'm like, I don't like being told I can't do something.
Yeah.
So that one annoyed me. I was like, and then I was just like, I actually cannot do this, like. It's a different level than just normal maths. So I was just like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it.
Yeah. Where'd you go after college then? Like, what was the plan for you?
So I had a bit of a thing where I was just like I ended up having a seizure.
Oh, okay.
During my second year in college, and it kind of fucking messed up the mind a little bit, you know.
Right.
And it took a while to get kind of back around to healthiness and just good mentality, and that was a tough time, man. That was like a year, 2 years, I think.
Fuck.
2 years maybe, just to try to even come back out of my shell a little bit. I was like in a different place, like.
Yeah.
Not me, like.
Yeah.
You know?
Did the seizure happen to you like in college or at home, or?
No, at a party.
Oh fuck.
Mm.
Jeez, it wouldn't have been good. So.
No, that was bad news. Yeah, I don't know even what happened to this day. Like the people around me and all, like.
Yeah.
Say that I just was on the ground, not moving for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Jeez.
But that amount of time, I feel like that amount of time can kind of extend itself. It's not actually that long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But it
people
just
are
feels
just
way longer. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, ambulance got called. I wouldn't get into it because I was afraid of telling my parents what happened. Like so, and that's something I should have done, but I didn't do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was a bit mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a turnaround moment. I stopped drinking for like 7 or 8 years.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Stopped drinking, stopped smoking weed, stopped doing fucking outing. So.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I only went back on the sauce as soon as I hit 30. I was like, okay, I'll try it again.
Try it again, yeah. Okay.
I'm all good, yeah.
Right, happy days. Jeez. Did you have to go on medication then for a long time over it, or?
Yeah, antidepressants would have been, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. To me, they're a crutch to get where you need to go. But people that rely on them, that's my experience anyway. I don't want to tell anyone what they're going through.
Yeah.
The sooner I could get off them, I was like, the better. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay,
But I had to take them for a period of time just to kind of get the mind right, use it as a crutch, and then as soon as you come off, I start kind of. Look, I don't know if you ever went to a counsellor or anything. So you go counselling once a month or something. That was actually very helpful. I've done that for a year till I was like, that's brand new.
Okay, class.
All
And that
good.
kind of that helps you.
Oh man, talking man, big
out,
time. Yeah, talking
Right,
big
right.
time. Yeah. So I don't really like talking about this kind of thing. It's the first time I've ever thought about this.
No, here, look, it's your story. Like, so if you want to talk about it,
I feel like people. Do you know, the only reason why is I don't know. People can be very judgmental. Also,
Yeah.
and I don't ever want this to be a personality trait of mine. Like some people make it a personality trait. I used to be this and now I'm. You know what I mean? I never liked that. I like to stand on my own kind of merit, so I never really thought about it in all kind of way.
Yeah. Well, it's just something that kind of happened and you've come through it, and it's kind of in the past. It doesn't really define who you are, I suppose.
Yeah.
Even
Nor do I want to let it do that either. You know, that kind of way. So it's just.
Yeah, but still a big obstacle to overcome, right? So fair play to you.
It was going one way or the other. It was like, you know.
Did you work while you're in school or in college at that time? Like, did you have a
So
job?
this actually, I remember in the summer, so I only finished school. Did you finish school?
No, I didn't do my leaving cert, no.
No. But there was a point where you do the leaving and then you're just like, I'm free. Like, this is like, well, I thought it was free.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at home for about a week. And then my mum was just like, get a fucking job. You know what I mean? And you're going to college and also get a fucking job. You're not sitting around all summer doing nothing. Like.
Right.
So I was like, right. I remember I went to do a lifeguard course. And I was a lifeguard. Then I was a lifeguard and in college. So yeah, it was mad. Yeah, that was a lifeguard in the Midlands.
It
was only a pill. Yeah, it was only a pill. But it was good. It was daily. You know all the CPR stuff. You learn about all the like how to be calm in certain situations and how to kind of. If something happened now, you kind of your first couple of steps and how to respond in the situation to let the real people come and help out. You know, you're only initially there to keep the person alive as much as you can, and without kind of hurting them or aggravating any injury even further. So, that was pretty good, and that gave me a kind of a calmness under pressure. I think.
Right.
That's really
Did anything ever happen like while you were at a lifeguard? While you were a lifeguard?
Yeah. It was like three things. They always say you measure a lifeguard by how many times he doesn't have to jump in the water.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you get it 3 times? Did you?
Yeah. Some 8. was a 7 or 8 year old. We had like an inflatable kind of slide thing that you go on, and he fucking got stuck on the far side.
Oh shit.
And there was supposed to be another person on the other side, and there was no person at that point in time. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I had to run around and take him out of it. So he was, no one knew what to do. He just disappeared under the water. That was it. And then there was like a 40-year-old fella. He was just panicked. We just reached in and grabbed him.
Okay.
So I was still on the side. I shouldn't have done that either. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to use a pole. Right. And then there was a young fella. He was about 17 or 18, and the same thing. He went down the deep end. He was slapping the water. Shouldn't have jumped in. Could have died because he could have grabbed me and pulled me under. Right. But you just jump in, you kind of grab him by the hip under the water, pull him to the side, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
I remember when I was in school, there was actually a lad drowning in the pool. This only happened in like second class or something. I remember this day. He not like the big slope down into the deep end. He got caught in that, but he went too far over. He couldn't swim, and he's panicking like fuck. But he couldn't even grab the pole. The swimming instructor had to jump in and scoop him out.
Yeah,
but you'd know with a choice in them situations.
You just like sometimes it's either like I'm making the decision just to do it or not. Like I tried using for that the last fella there, the 17-year-old, 18-year-old. I tried using the rope. You throw the rope at, but like that, what you just said, wasn't grabbing it.
Yeah,
like just grab the rope, bro.
Run out of time, man.
You can't fucking drown, like. But yeah, so that was a bit mad. Yeah, that kind of. I have to be honest with you, that kind of stuck with me a little bit. I was like, holy shit! Like if I wasn't there, like you just start thinking of like what ifs. Like, oh, if I didn't do that right, would he?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It kind of messes with you a little bit, and that made me realise I don't want to be a lifeguard.
Yeah.
I was only doing it just for the extra few quid.
Was the money good when you were kind of 18? No, not to go out and party at the weekend. That was it. That was
and then sure I got you had the grants and all to be in college, so I had more money than most of them. Do you know what I mean? Okay, even though it's not a lot of money. Yeah, just because they're all on grants in college, and you're fucking, you know, if you've ever been to a college environment, it's mad. It's a different fucking place altogether. Like
I went at night time, like, so I didn't really get that like young college experience. Yeah,
it's weird. We like had an apartment up there, and it's like it's fucking wild, bro. It's like one of the maddest stuff that you'll ever.
Because you often wonder, like, young lads going to college or whatever, do they actually study? Like, it's just a party. Like, you know, if you're living away from home.
I didn't. You know what I mean, some of it's like that. There was a few of us that were like that, where you're just kind of like, right, you study when you need to study, and when you like, you know what I mean. But there was people up there doing it proper. And they were proper balance, where they were able to go, right, I'm gonna party, but I'm also gonna make sure I'm going to the gym, and then I'm gonna study, and then I'm gonna go to my lectures. But the problem is nobody's forcing you to go. Yeah, you're not getting in trouble for not attending the lecture. The lecturer doesn't care. Yeah, you don't have to attend to. I don't give a fuck. You know that kind of way. So it's more that you either college is for some people or it's for not. Yeah, I don't think it was for me.
And once you're kind of back ready now to enter the workforce, is that when did you go back and do more education, or did you?
Yeah, I done a business management course.
Right, that's a diploma then, was it? Or?
Yeah, it was just one. What's the lowest one? It's like a level 6, is it?
Maybe. Yeah.
I done one of them just to be like, right, you know what I mean? You need to fucking, because you go on the dole for a while, I'm going through all that shit, so you end up on down money essentially. Yeah. And you're like, right, I need to do something here just to fucking see if I can test myself about going back out into the world kind of thing. Yeah. Done the business management thing. Class. And then I was like, right, I'll try to start up my own thing then. Right. And then...
Is that what made you kind of entrepreneurial then, or would you have always been like a little bit entrepreneurial?
I always looked to my mum and my stepdad. I always make like... They always work for themselves, you know what I mean? They have a couple of businesses and all that, and I love seeing that, and it's it made me want to try it at least to see what happens. Now, I was in over my head, man. Like, to think of one person could go and do the whole marketing, website, production of the clothes, look after the design of the clothes, look after absolutely everything, I thought, and off a few quid in my own pocket, like. Yeah. It was just, it just wasn't steady. Anything that I'd sell, I'd be like, wait, that'd be a perfect side hustle, but it was taking up so much of my time, like. Yeah. So a lot in it. Needed a job. What's the next thing I want to do? Sales. Okay. Yeah. What's the highest pay you can get for somebody that with no education or little to no education? Yeah. Going to sales.
Sales. It is. It's a really good way to make money. Yeah. And was that in when you started selling the watches and stuff, or?
Yeah, I fell into there was a couple of places I went for interviews, and they were like Vodafone stuff. I was like, I'm fucking working in a phone shop, like. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not
like no interest. Car phone warehouse probably might be in back then.
Yeah, I just had no interest in it. It was just like, it's not for me. So then Arnotts came up, and I was like, oh man, I love Arnotts. Right. So that was it. I went in, done the fucking interview, bam. I didn't even work for Arnotts. I worked for Swatch Group, which like They have multiple different brands,
Yeah.
especially at the time. They even had like Calvin Klein and all sorts, and Tissot and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So they had a little booth in there.
Right.
But then Swatch, I didn't know, was actually going out of business. They were pulling out places. So we worked there for a bit, and then they were closing that shop and then only moving to the one on Grafton.
Right.
So I had the opportunity to say, right, do you want to stay on, or do you want to look elsewhere? And you get a little payoff for whatever time you've been there. And I was just like, well, I'll look around. And Weird and Sons then gave me an opportunity to work there, so I went and did that.
Yeah. When you were with Swatch, did they give you like sales training, or is it just this
No,
the cash
bro.
register, this how you use it? And
Literally just basic admin retail almost. You need to, I was like nobody needs a watch, like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to convince someone that this watch is the watch to buy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially the higher end ones. If you're selling a $2,000 watch, I'm like, why would you not just put an extra $2,000 to get a Tag Heuer or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're spending that too, like, why would you stop there? Why would you not just go get a better watch?
Yeah.
So it's I found it very, and I did end up selling one of them. They gave me, I thought it with me now, they gave me one of these kind of like Tissot bags and all. It's a bullshit incentive, but it was just like, I still use it, it's a nice bag, can't buy them, you know what I mean?
Happy days, yeah.
So it felt great at the time, but yeah, did no sales training on them.
Oh, and did they like,
It's all self-taught.
did they have you like on commission, like if you sold the watch, yeah?
Yeah, it was more of like a bonus structure than even commission, if you get what I'm saying.
So like so many sales.
Yeah, but even if you didn't reach the bonus, they give like a percentage of it. So if you got let's say if we were tasked with doing, just an example, we were tasked with doing 200,000 in a certain period. Let's say it was over 2 months or 3 months. Right. If you reached 75% of that target, they'd be like, well, we'll give you 75% of the bonus. Or if you went over and you reached 150% of what it was supposed to be, then you got that extra. Yeah.
Right. So it was like a team bonus kind of thing rather than individual based.
Yeah. Well, I like that mentality, because then it keeps everybody accountable.
Yeah, like why aren't you doing your job? Would it be like team environment at that early stage, so even though it's just like a watch counter, like where you're kind of checking in your colleague here, just get that sold or whatever?
Well, you help out as well. That's the best. That's one thing. You don't see that in car sales as much as you should.
It's pretty cutthroat.
Yeah, people aren't willing to, like, you know what I mean. Like, if I talk to a customer, I'm like, you know, like, can I go write him up, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty much shared, because we're all receiving the same kind of bonus at the end of the day. Yeah. Car sales ain't like that.
No.
You know, what you mean you were talking to him? I was talking to him. You weren't talking to him. That's my deal. You know what I mean? Even though you may have closed it. But like, well, hang on a minute. I got him in here. That's mine. So it's not a very...
it's not fair.
No, they only kind of pick and... like, it'd be personal relationships where they'd help each other out. Oh, I like this person, so therefore I'll do bits for him because I know he'll do bits for me, kind of thing.
Okay, but the shop's very similar. Okay, or different.
Yeah.
And in Weirs then, did you get any sales training at all? You just kind of naturally kind of picked it up?
No, bro.
It's something that you either have or you don't, isn't it? And you can train it a little bit.
I think if you do a bit of research yourself and you kind of watch these like master sellers just talk about stuff, then like you can kind of try imitate it in certain ways and kind of test it out on certain people. And it's easy to test it out on watches, because I mean, many customers walk in on Grafton, so you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll try something new with this one, I'll try something new with this one, I'll put pressure on this one, I'll act like I don't care on this one. Or you can do like loads of different stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's car sales, I think that's a bit more like you're riding, you're riding with fucking 20, 30, 40 grand, you're not going to really...
Well, imagine if someone goes to Swatch right there, like, they're going into town to buy that specific watch or that specific brand, like, you're not really... There's no convincing, I wouldn't say.
No, there is, 100%, because you're in Weirs, so like, even in Weirs, or even Swatch, so Swatch Group, we were right beside all other counters, so people are going into Arnotts, I'll go buy a watch. I'm not going in, no, I don't think anybody's going, oh yeah, I'll go buy a Swatch. Very little people, which is why they're not there anymore.
Right,
do you know what I'm saying? So it's more about trying to convince them to buy the specific watch.
Right. Are you like hanging around then? So let's say they're talking to, I don't know, Citizen or something, let's say if they're beside you. Are you saying, here, do you want to have a look at the Swatch right there? Pretty decent watch. Yeah,
100%, yeah. So it was a bit of crack in that one, actually. Yeah, it was a bit of crack in that, because our neighbours would be over there and you'd be pally enough with them, like. Yeah. And then, but if you'd seen somebody over there, I'd have no problem walking over and be like, oh, what's the story? How are you interested in looking at one of these? Or maybe we can show you one of these ones if these aren't interesting. No problem with it, like, and you'd be laughing and having, because nobody really, it was only a bit of crack, like. It was only a bit of crack. That's all that was. It wasn't it's not like...
No one cared, like, there's no personal commission attached to it.
No, exactly. So now I don't give a shit, you know.
Right. And same, but Weirs then as managers very different, right? Because they're coming into the shop, so you kind of control them all different brands.
That's right, and then even the atmosphere is a bit different in there also. So I was working in the fashion department.
Okay.
And that's, you know, like even in there you have to come in like in the other place you're dressing like Arnotts, so you wear just your black gear and just whatever. But over in the other place you're wearing, you know, your blazer and suits and shoes. Yeah, so you kind of have to match their kind of brand image. Which is, I liked it. I preferred being in the suit. I was like, this is deadly. Like, I feel brilliant. Like, but it's tougher. There's not much crack going on there. Well, I didn't find that, you know, the kind of way. Retail's very bitchy, man.
The culture,
It's so bitchy. Like, everyone, for some reason, and especially in that area, everyone was real kind of, it wasn't very didn't feel very team cohesive.
Yeah,
that
okay.
makes sense.
Was there bonus though in that type of job?
No,
no,
that was just a bigger
set salary.
It was just, a higher wage. Yeah, for me anyway. I know there was for long timers there, but no, that's for me. There was no bonus in that. No.
Right, jeez. And do you ever think like you're gonna get into like watch sales? Like you see lads in New York like selling the Rolexes and stuff. Do you ever think like that's something that you want to do?
No, I'd never go back. No, never. No, I didn't like the jewelry side of it.
Okay.
Hated it. I just couldn't. I just wasn't interested.
It'd be boring.
I don't care about selling someone a promise ring. Like I don't really give a fuck. You know, kind of like.
Do you sell many engagement rings though?
No, it was just the promise ring. Up to 350 quid kind of thing. Oh yeah, here's a box. Yeah, that one looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? You're asking around, but watch maybe, but that no. Yeah, I had no interest, bro. None.
Right.
But I see the stuff now. Your man, what's your man? Tracks.
Oh, in New York.
Yeah, he's deadly. Yeah, smacking the table and all. He's a madman. Now, that's pretty funny. But like that's many of those.
Very American though, isn't it?
Many of those at it though. You're working with all the silver and the gold and all. That's pretty cool. But like, I have no interest in jewelry. None.
Okay. And is that when you decided to set up on your own, do your own kind of street?
So that happened before then.
Oh, okay. And were you running then as a side hustle then as well?
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. That's all it was. It was just like, right, I've no time nor interest now even. I've now moved on. I'm very much like that where it's just like, if I'm over something, man.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm over it now. I think I'll just develop that. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. That's in relationships and everything. It's just if I'm over it now.
Yeah, done.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Regardless of what it is, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. So I think, they say like, I think it's like something with the 7 stages of grief, right? And how quick you can move through that in all aspects and all scenarios in life. Like the easier you can just forget things, just move on with your life, and it's easier for you. So that's something you might have picked up at the other stage of your life.
That's what, maybe that's what it is. Where it's just sometimes it's just better to just cut it and that's it. And we're getting in many situations, whether it's just your car, whether it's your gaff, a relationship, a job. Sometimes it's just better to go once you know it's over. Just be done with it.
Yeah. And then, so that's when the car sales thing then kind of happened, does it? Or?
Yeah. I remember being in, I was in Weird & Sons one day and I was just like, there was a watch there, I think I saw it like $2.5 grand. And it was only like, it's a fashion watch, so it wasn't even like selling a Rolex. Like.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could sell a used car, no problem. I feel like I could sell a used car way easier than I just sold that. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, fuck it. And then the COVID hit. And I was just like, right, okay, well now I have an opportunity to actually just bounce.
Yeah.
That kind of way, and
that's it.
Let's just try it. And then I looked for the job. As soon as COVID was finished, I was like, I'm just going to try find a new job. And then I found shout out Coimar Cars. Yeah, they reached out to me with the manager there at the time. I ended up missing his call. I wouldn't mind.
Oh shit.
Couldn't I tell him this? I actually spoke to him yesterday. Funny enough, but I miss his call. It was like, in that cold mentality, like fuck this, getting up a fucking
just
this is bullshit. Like you're still collecting your 350. Like shut. And then anyway, I missed the call, and all I could hear was calling my car. She gave me a call back, and I was just like, what the fuck was that? So I rang him then. He was like, yeah, I was just looking to do a job interview, and I was like, boom, that was it. Went and done it.
Happy days. Was it a hard interview process for you, or just kind of sit down and have a chat?
Sit down and have a chat. Well, there was 2 of them in there. There was the dealer principal at the time and the sales manager.
Right.
And I sit down, come in, have a chat. Boys are sound, and that was it.
That was it. Did you have an interest in cars, or?
Man, I've always had an interest in cars.
Okay.
Like from the get go. Like I'm talking like.
Right.
Very early on, like 3, 4, like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And is there like a particular type of car, or?
Nah, man, everything. I was mad on everything. Like I don't know if you remember Top Gear.
Yeah.
So everybody always kind of goes harsh back on about Top Gear. I used to watch Top Gear now, but I used to subscribe to the magazines. So I used to be mad on the Top Gear, which is obviously it was a great show. A lot of people watched it, but I used to get a subscription to the magazines. So people got subscriptions to fucking porn magazines. I got subscriptions to Top Gear. That's where it went.
Right.
And I remember it was like €8 something a month to get delivered to your gaff. Right. And they always used to come with like little features like the kill wall would be on it and all this mad other gear. And at the very back of those magazines there'd be a list of every car that was on sale. You know, like the horsepower, the engine size, the price of it. Like, so I used to just be sitting there. I still have them. I still have the magazines. I used to just be sitting there just reading them, just mad on it, yeah.
Did you have your own car?
When I was young, like...
Yeah, like when you were like 18, like 17.
No,
18,
that's one thing I didn't even do. No, didn't even do it now. So that's where I went to college instead. I was just like, I didn't got the money for the car. That was it. I was spending my money on fucking everything else. Yeah.
Jeez.
I know.
How long did it take you to get a driving license, or do you have one?
It took me 6 months, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what age did you go and get it?
Well, it was in mid-20s. 20,
right, jeez.
25 maybe, 26 I think.
Right.
25 maybe, yeah.
It took a while.
Yeah, and that was really down to circumstances, what I was saying.
Yeah.
That was like, there's no way I would have been allowed out on that road, man. I would barely leave the gaff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it took that long. Now, I was still in cars. I remember being brought to the Curragh.
Yeah.
The Curragh brought to the Curragh and fucking 12 driving around the Curragh. Yeah. Sitting in a Toyota Aventus with my stepdad, he let me drive around doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Like.
Right. Okay.
So I was out to drive. I was mad into stuff like that. And
with them being like entrepreneurial though as well, right? Do you think they picked up there because they would have good sales aspects?
Oh man, that fella. Yeah. I'm using this saying a lot lately, but my stepdad could talk a dog off a meat wagon. I swear, man, he's really good salesman. So yeah, that would you kind of pick up things just being in and around it. Now we've never.
You don't really. I was only saying this earlier on. Like, when you're around it, like at that age, you don't actually realize you're learning things. You're just picking it up, and it comes naturally now at some stage. But the Top Gear magazine. So that's going to where it's not. And did you talk about that in your interview with Colin Cars?
No. If I said that like that, they'd be like, "Get out here, you weirdo, fucking freak." You're down like now I wouldn't know. It was just I was just obsessed with it, like highly, like everyone's into like shooting games and Call of Duties and all. I was into just like cars, like car games, just driving car simulators. That's all I was into, you know, the kind of way. Just had a just obsessiveness with it. Done the NASCAR thing. We went to America and we done the Daytona. I was into NASCAR for a while, so we done the Daytona thing, and you got to drive around Daytona Speedway in a NASCAR 180 miles an hour. Yeah, it was fucking mental. So. Like that's always car related stuff, yeah. Always. I remember my mum, my stepdad, even as a young fella, I'd always be brought into these like dealerships and let's go have a look at the Aston Martins because you're seeing it on the telly or seeing it in the magazine. Let's just go sit in it. Okay. You know what I mean? And you're just like, holy shit, like this is. And it always made an impact. So I was just that's it. And you ever played this game? I don't know if you ever played this game. You'd be in the car with my mum, whoever, my dad. Even. You ever played Beamers and Mercs? You ever hear that game?
No, it's just where you're guessing the make of the car, is it?
No, so you drive along and say, right, I'm going to be Beamers, you'll be Mercs. If first one to 30, first one to C30, then wins kind of thing. Just as a young fella, it was always car related.
Yeah.
Always, just manic, yeah.
Jeez, okay, so just early on, just kind of found that love for cars. But when you got into the car, when you got the car sales job, right, did you get training at that stage then? Or did you, no, you kind of knew as well? How long did it take you to sell your first car?
Well, see, the difference between how long they take and how long that they allow you to.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you're brought in straight away, and at the time,
what did they have you doing?
So they had me doing marketing straight off the bat.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they had me doing washing the cars, valeting them, taking pictures of the cars, kind of learning the ins and outs of the business.
Right.
In every facet, you know.
Yeah. So you're not allowed on the sales floor straight away.
No. Bar you were kind of experienced salesman in car sales.
Right.
So it didn't matter if you even had a sales background; it was irrelevant.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was just like get in, kind of sink or swim.
Right. And just get the work done.
Yeah. Well, I found I was good at marketing. I knew from doing my own thing. I think like I looked after the Instagram and stuff for myself, and I done the website and all for when I was doing my own thing. And so I had a good kind of insight as to, I think this will work and I think this will work, and then it was just learn on the job then.
Okay.
It was just literally you sink or swim, are you good at it or not? And then I realised that I'm actually really, really fucking good at marketing, more so than I am at selling, and I'm a decent seller as well. Like I think that's why I'm good at marketing. But I was like, this is, first of all, it's way funner. It's like, it can open me up to opportunities like what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was deadly. That was it. And then the first video I done for them, like they had a few people in consultants or whatever beforehand, and they had like 200 followers on TikTok, and the views, they were only getting like 200, 300 views. And the very first video I done at the time on TikTok was 2022, done 30 odd thousand views on it, where there was no car dealerships on it. Like,
Jeez.
yeah.
What did you do in that video?
Just took a fucking, do you know, with GTI, I just do what I would like to see.
Okay.
And I know if I want to see something, there's plenty of people out there that like,
That
want to see it too, you know.
Yeah.
That was the original. That's the way I thought at the very beginning, right? So maybe if I just get the basics down, what would I want to see? It was a GTI. I was revving the bollocks out of it. That was it. Good noisy car. Rev the stones out of it. Talk in this very Dublin-esque voice, and just kind of say some fruity things, and I just popped off, and that was it. Yeah.
Quick pause in the conversation. This episode is sponsored by Nesta Self-Storage. Nesta are Dublin's leading self-storage provider with easily accessible locations right across the city. Their modern units are secure with round-the-clock CCTV surveillance and individual alarms, so your stock and equipment are protected at all times. With units ranging from 20 to over 300 square feet, Nesta has a solution for your storage needs. Stay for a month or as long as you need, with hassle-free access to your unit 7 days a week. Whether it's for your business, a house move, or simply making more space at home, Nesta makes storage easy. And right now, get 25% off your first month storage using code CS25. Let's get back to it. Here we go.
And did you get in trouble at the start when you done that, right? Because that would have been like off
yeah.
brand, like totally.
Oh man, nobody was doing it. Absolutely, at the time, I do not remember seeing anybody doing any, like, imagine allowing some young from Ballyfermot just to come on and start going, look at this thing. What a blatant GTI this is, you know. I mean, some arse on this show. Look at it. Like, nobody was doing that.
Yeah.
And that's what TikTok was for. It was just mad, just people just very personalised.
And did the owners come out and say, what are you doing? Or did they just leave you at it?
No, they seen the views, and then they were like, that's actually not bad, yeah, fair play. Yeah,
Okay.
see what they're doing there, you know, that kind of way. It just gave me a bit of freedom to be like,
Right, so they kind of trusted you.
Yeah, because I'd still keep the very polished, at the time, the very polished kind of brand image on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Now, Instagram's gone the way
TikTok.
and that's why it's social media. It's in the name. Let's be social. You don't need to be be authentic, and that's be yourself kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But at the time, so I was shown I was kind of able to do two separate things, you know. And it took a long time to onboard the people that I needed to onboard to my style of thinking. Right. And then I had to obviously convert my ways as well. You know, to kind of be like, right, well, I need to understand that this is the brand image they want to put out. How do I achieve this while also still achieving good views and good reach, and without kind of damaging any reputation, which is what any kind of good social media person should do for the company. So, it's trying to blur the line. I say, find the line and just slightly step over it, and just test the water a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll never actually know unless you kind of
unless you do it, like, so it's just trial and error.
blurred it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And that was it, yeah. So then I just kind of popped off for it, and I was like, "Hey, I want to do this full time. I see you're hiring a marketing person. Give me the job."
Right, and it was that easy to kind of let you in?
It wasn't easy.
No, you had to fight your case.
Yeah. They were just like, we'll give it 3 months.
Right.
And I was like, so you want me to do this marketing and still do sales and handovers and stuff for other people and wash cars and all? They were like, yeah, that's what it's going to take. And I was on button, so it was just, right, we'll just get the head down, crack on, show what you can do. And then RTE came into us. Yeah, and they seen a couple of my videos on TikTok, and then got the documentary done for the business.
Okay. I'll just on what you're doing on TikTok.
With a few other people. Nadia, shout out Nadia.
Yeah.
She asked for today. They were one of the only other ones doing it at the time.
Yeah, that's right, because she used to guess the car.
Yeah, any guesses, yeah.
Yeah.
Any guesses? And then they rev the bollocks out of it. See what I'm saying? It's a very simple method. Just rev the bollocks out of a car, say something fruity or do something fruity, and you're golden.
Yeah.
You know? And fucking she just blew up with it, man.
Yeah.
And Nadia's killed, but like... yeah, so she was the only other one, and I remember I was always liking her stuff at the time, but she was getting an awful lot of hate, like loads of hate. But I knew what she was at, you know, the kind of way. I knew I could see behind it. Yeah. So I'd always support her, especially at the time as well. She was getting some amount of stick, and so I'd always support her, and then we have a great relationship since. But she would have been the only other one doing it at the time. Now, if you look on TikTok, everyone's trying to imitate that exact same thing. Everybody.
But it's kind of done now. It's kind of like on to the next thing, right?
Yeah. I'm struggling. Like it's a struggle to kind of always reinvent yourself and always kind of.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to raise a bar from somebody else's work, but how do you raise the bar in your own work?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's a hard thing to do because you're constantly you're your worst enemy almost. You're always criticizing yourself. You're always trying to objectify yourself and all sorts. So that's the hardest part. I feel like I've done it to now anyway.
Yeah.
So that was difficult. That was actually said to me yesterday by somebody, and it stuck with me. And I was like, "That's a fucking thank you. That's actually Jesus, man."
Thanks.
Yeah, that was said last night at the awards. I was just like, "Yeah, Jesus, man." That's because there was no marketing department where I was when I started at all. So
it's only like I think only in the last like 3 or 4, well 5 years maybe that like marketing departments have got a bit more free and kind of showing you more behind the scenes and the people that work in the business as well. Like not just this is our product, buy our product.
Yeah, that's showing marketing, man. That's not good marketing. That's that's an ad. When people see ads, they switch off. It's just mentality. That's what they do.
Yeah.
When you know you're selling me something, why? I'm not in the market for a car right now. I'm not gonna listen. But if you can kind of convince me otherwise, like if you do funny videos and all of a sudden you actually realize, oh shit, that was an ad for something. You're like, oh, that fair play to the boys. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
And it works. It just works.
Did like were you always like comfortable behind the camera, or did it take you a while to get in front of it?
No, I'm still not comfortable.
No, well, like you have to, you're heading.
You just get on with it, man. Yeah. It's just one of those. I say that to everyone's like, oh no, I hate my own voice. Oh no, I don't like being on camera. I'm like, yeah, the way. I know, like, okay, if you're actually half decent at something, just get on and do it. Like,
just do it. Yeah.
Just get on and do it. You will start get a bit more comfortable, but just
when you put that first GTI up, right, and you know you got to 30,000 views or whatever, did it take long for the car to sell then, or do you know?
No, that was gone. That was I think it was just that went. That happens all the times though. I don't hear about it as much anymore because I'm kind of pulled away from the whole sales element,
right? And
with the amount of volume that the company does, it's like it's very hard to kind of hear a lot of the stuff bar unless I'm on the floor. So when I'm around the place though, I was like, watch our videos, a story and all this, and then I might hear the odd 1 or 2 times. I meant to tell you, by the way, they said they seen that car on TikTok and they came down and bought it, or Instagram or whatever it was.
Right. Because I'd say like, you know, by the time you put something up on social media or whatever, it's probably gone.
Sometimes. Sometimes, that happens, You can tell, we can just do the data behind it. You can just check how many leads came in based on your videos. But a lot of the time now, the place is so busy, I'm struggling to even get a hold of cars before they sell themselves.
Right.
Do you get what I mean? I'm like, I want to do a video on that car. You know what I mean? Then it's already gone out the door.
It's gone,
Yeah, so that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
That's a very good place.
Do you think that's all just because the social media and the branch at the building for them then, or?
Yeah, it's a beast, man. It's honestly, it is like it's
social machine, yeah.
It's just, especially the website and all, it's daily, the amount of cars that they stock. It's a well-oiled machine, I think, at the moment, and it all works in tandem. Do you know what I mean? You can't always feed the beast, bar everybody's kind of collective with it. You know the kind of way. So like, the purchasing, the admin of stuff, the servicing of the cars, all the sort of stuff. Yeah, how can you keep the conveyor belt going if somebody's not kind of And it's just that I'm getting to the point now where I basically created a funnel. To the website where the main source comes from. Yeah. And you want the main source of your sales coming from something you completely own, not third party site. Yeah. So if you're able to get that to a point that's the one kind of feeding the beast, and you have all your social media always and really leads back to it, and people are easily able to find you, man. Yeah. It's cars are going to sell themselves. You really just need admin, don't you?
Yeah, just or salespeople. They say, "Here's the form, fill it in."
That's it, man.
Get out the door. Did you, I know you've done the business stuff, right? Did you do any other like marketing like diplomas or courses?
Yeah. I'm actually only to finish another one. Okay. I just done a PR and marketing course. Right. I really wanted to get the PR side of it. Or that's something that's a grey area that I wanted to I want to check that box. You know what I mean? So I've done a UCD course there, literally just done it. Right. That was deadly. I'd be fairly interested in the PR side of things as well. Like,
how did that work though? Like, were you like getting a day off work to go, or are you going at night time, or is it on your own time?
No, so the company decided that they'd fund the education because obviously they get a benefit out of it, and They already did. I've done a Dustin the Turkey campaign with them.
Yes.
Go on, you good thing. Dustin, yeah, he's a legend, man. And absolute oil. Like, honest to God, I can't believe I got to work with him, man.
Yeah.
And
Get him on the podcast.
oh, I loved it. Oh, man, get Dustin on, it'd be deadly. I could call you.
Do it.
So well, yeah. I'm telling you, actually will. But Dustin's deadly. Now, that kind of, we done that as I was doing the course.
Right.
So I was actually able to just put the practice and learn into practice right away, man. And it kind of worked, man. We got like over a 2-week posting period, we got like 1.8 million views off all the videos. And
jeez, that's huge.
And there was no negative, man. Like, I'm talking, there was one negative feedback where they were like, RTE has paid for propaganda and all. I was like, what are you talking about? Just you're a wally, like whoever that is you want to get the tinfoil hat on, bro. But yeah, that was it. We got to put the learning into practice straight away. Yeah.
Do you get any funny looks now when you're out down the shopping or whatever? Or
yeah.
Just out, like for a beer, people come up saying, "You have man on social media."
Do you want to hear a funny one? This is the best and worst one I've ever had. I was so remember saying I quit drinking for a while.
Yeah.
Start drinking again, which is grand. Few points, it's not excessive or not like that. So that's grand. And then one night, my mate showed me I never went to casinos before. So mate was like, "Do you want to go down the sporting party on there?"
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, grand." So we done that a couple of times, and I won a good few quid one time on the 3-card brag poker.
Okay. Yeah.
Couple of grand, it was mental, like.
Jeez.
And I lost a lot of it, but then left with $1,000 or something close to that in my pocket, extra. So I was like, this happy day. So then that gave me enough to go again, just have a bit of crack. Went, lost me bollocks, lost everything, lost a whole lot of it. I was in the Jacks at 5 in the morning after a fucking night out, this, that, the other. And the Jacks in the sporting party at 5 in the morning, and I'm standing there like this, fucking Jesus. The fella beside me in the urinal just looks at me and goes, come on down the shop, come on. I was like, yeah, mate, honestly, this is not the fucking time for it. Like, I love it. Like, I do love it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Daily that people even know it, but this is not the fucking time, bro. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm at the losing me bollocks here. Like. So, and I never went to casino again then. That was it.
Probably not a bad thing. So.
Yeah, this is done now. I'm knocking that on the head. Like, you know what I mean? So, that was it.
Yeah.
That's the funniest one, yeah.
Does that body you?
I love it, man.
Yeah. You don't get any hate, like, it's all
in person, lad. Yeah. In person, man. I don't know what it is. It's like online. I think you just get it online. It's mainly from fake accounts, like. And then in person, I've never received any hate in person at all, ever.
Right.
Like, ever. Like, that's the whole 4 years and doing it or more. So.
But I don't, people probably not the ball say it to your face either.
That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. Brave enough to go behind the camera, but behind the phone.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't. What I was gonna say, like, just keep your mouth shut. I don't like that whole. What successful person ever got? Do you ever see any successful person commentate online on anybody else?
No.
What they do?
No,
you just don't, like.
Yeah, it's all support.
So yeah, but I normally get it more when I'm with people, which is strange. I'd never get it on my own.
Right.
Or not never, but sometimes it wouldn't be. It's weirder.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Does it bother you or?
That was deadly.
Yeah, you like
Love it, man. Yeah, like for to be in any position that I am where anybody even recognises me, man, that's fucking deadly.
Yeah, it's good,
such a low level. Like there's so many people that, like, people have amount of followers. Like, I definitely don't hate it. Like,
yeah. I know you run your company's social media, but do you have your own thing as well? Your own page that you do your stuff on? Or?
I should.
Yeah.
Do I do much of it? No, I don't really.
You get paid to do what you kind of would probably be doing for free.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I get paid to do it. This is my job. I kind of want to just switch off the phone. Yeah. I actually don't like social media. Do you know what I mean? It's strange. I feel like it's the same, but what they say, like, people who don't like a specific thing are always really good at going into business on that thing. Yeah. People who don't like cars are really good at creating businesses around selling cars because they're impartial to it. Yeah. So it's just like they just understand the whole thing and understand business, and they look at it as just a thing, not like emotional attachment. So you're out to make correct decisions. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be tied up to a deal. You can say no to certain things. So I feel like that's a benefit. And the same social media, I'm just like, I don't really want to be that dude that's walking around fucking filming everything all the time. And it's just,
you wouldn't be like the brand deals or anything. No.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not. I do one video a week, if even.
Right.
Sometimes I only do one video a month for my own stuff. Yeah. So I probably should do it, but This is gonna help, I suppose.
Yeah, you see what happens.
Clip this up.
Yeah, we will send it to you. But would you recommend? I don't know, like would you recommend car sales as a job, and like what kind of person is suited to car sales?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would
100%,
recommend
man.
it.
It gave me the opportunity to get me where I am. Like,
Yeah,
I'd say it's a great job, man. If you have no education but you have a bit about yourself and you want to earn a few quid and a good few quid, man, get into car sales.
yeah,
I would you just need to be able to put up with, hours, bit of stress.
yeah.
It's not for everyone.
Is the targets? Is the like because obviously you'll have a financial target, right?
We cut you out, like.
Yeah. Is it tough to hit that, or what if you don't hit it? Like you kind of showing the door? Is it kind of
Some people would be showing the door. Now, obviously, if you're a likeable person and you have a bit about yourself and
yeah,
people can see that you can improve and stuff, I can't see how you would be showing the door.
yeah? You take on
that's
you give them a bit of time, like the speed, right?
Yeah, that'd be a failure in the business to let someone like that leave,
Yeah.
especially if they want to stay. But if someone's just no interest or they're just not, it's just not for them and a tough decision needs to be made. It happens. And I've seen it happen where in jobs people just
Yeah,
they're like, this just isn't for you, bro, and you're like,
Sorry.
that is what it is.
Yeah,
That's just that's business.
Sometimes
that's
you're
life.
doing them a favour as well.
Yeah, they might not seem like it at the time, but
Yeah,
it could be,
so it is. How many cars a month are you selling or expected to sell as like a car salesman?
Well, they done. So this is public knowledge now.
Yeah.
So they done 2,000 last year,
Right,
and then 2,000 the year before.
2,000 total sales, is it? Jeez, okay.
Yeah, so that's whatever that is. What's that? 5.5 a week, 6
Yeah.
week, something like that.
Gee, it's a
Is
lot,
that what that is?
yeah. Let's get the
Get the
calculator.
calculator out there. I don't know. I forget off the top of my head. Yeah, it's 35 a week,
So
isn't
I'd
it?
say 2,000 a year, yeah?
Yeah, it's 35 a week, isn't it?
52, 38 a week.
38.
38.4.
38.4 a week.
Or
there you go.
28.5, yeah. Jesus.
5 a day. That's sorry, I said not 5 a week. Five a day, something like that.
That's so grown. How many days a week are they working?
7 days a week.
It's
Well, no,
open 7
it's
days.
open. It's open 7 days a week. Yeah.
Are you, yeah, so, yeah. 5.5, yeah, a week. Well,
A
that's
day.
some going, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's say I'm in the job, right? Like, what kind of hours am I working? Am I in 8 and finishing at 5, or am I in at 10 and finishing at 8 in the evening because people come in later to buy cars, right?
What's 8 to 6, man? Or not, 8:30. Some people are doing 8:30, 6, man.
Yeah, if the money's there to be made, like, and you're
Yeah, some people
incentivized
do.
to make
The lads I see in work, they be coming in that days off just to get deals over the line because they know they're getting the commission out. Like.
commission, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Some people just have that drive in them. This is what I want to do, and this is where I want to make money. And they're at a lot of people are probably at the age where they can afford to do that. They don't have a wife to deal with, or family and kids to deal with. Because if you have that, that's a struggle for you. Then
Different story.
you're not seeing your kids, man. And
Yeah.
we've seen that happen to a few people where they're just like, "Oh, I'm not seeing my kids. So I'm not doing that." Like,
Is it a case where like you come in and let's say you're given 20 cars to sell, or is it a case where you own no, we're saying it's cutthroat, right? And lads kind of cutting each other off. Do you have like customer ownership, or do you have like stock ownership? Like, as in you'd only have like you're given like 20 cars to sell, and they're the 20 cars you have to sell, or can you sell any car that's on the lot if you're a salesperson?
no, any car that you just make sure you sell. It doesn't matter what car it is now. Make
Right.
sure you sell, and then there'll be incentives there for age stock as well. Like you sell that, you might get an extra bit for yourself. But yeah, just get out and sell as much as you can, man.
Yeah.
And then they'll feed that beast. Then
Yeah.
you know that kind of way.
Is it up then to the person as well to also bring in their own customers? Like, would they have like a call list of customers that would have brought maybe like 3 years ago that maybe looking for new, or
That's the way it should be. Yeah, I'd say that can be the difference between you being a really good salesman and somebody that's just coming in just
yeah,
kind of going through the motions.
because otherwise you're relying on footfall, right?
Yeah. Now, when they're lucky enough in there that the footfall's really good,
Yeah,
that is down to all the brand awareness of the place. Like so,
Yeah,
but they're lucky that way, and because the amount of stock that's there, because there's to be 1,000 cars at any one time, maybe 600 to 700 advertised,
yeah,
and then that's constantly flowing. Like that's not stagnant, really. That kind of way. So the amount of people to come down to have a look, they're just like, yeah. So that salespeople are lucky in that way. Whereas if you were in a different environment, like you're gonna have to be making.
yeah.
Falling back on your previous people.
Your calls.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. You know what I mean? But that'd be the difference between a really good salesman and just someone that just is just in there to be in there.
Pretty basics. Yeah, it's mad. And then what about marketing? Like, do you recommend that as a job, or like?
Dying for everybody, bro.
No? Yeah,
No.
okay.
You have to be able to deal with a lot of hate, like.
Yeah, Like, because I imagine it's quite tough, like, and it could affect you if you didn't have that strong mindset.
Yeah.
Who do you think it's suited to, like, marketing itself, like, especially like what you do behind the camera?
That's a good question, bro. I've never actually thought about that, you know that?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I feel like people... Okay, so from my experience, I don't know if this would help anybody, but from my experience, if you are strong-minded but capable of making... How do I put this the right way? I don't know. That's a question to land on me, like...
Yeah, I suppose it's hard. There's no set rules for it really either. Like, you know, and then what about yourself, right? Like, how do you feel like you're the face, right, of, well, are you the face of the company? Like, you're the person behind the camera and on the social media page. How do you feel being the face of a company that you don't have any ownership in? Does that bother you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of does actually now. Yeah, of course it does. But that's my job, man.
Yeah, well,
That's my job.
That's what you're paid for, right?
I do that for that. Like, that's what I'm paid to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They own the business. It's like the salesman being like, well, how do you feel about selling all these cars and not having ownership? Do you know what I mean? That's why I view it. It's not actually. You know, now I'm kind of talking through it. It's just that's my job, bro.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Yeah, like, because I think that's the future of, like, how marketing positions are going to evolve, is that you're employed by a company to do their social media, and part of that job is now getting behind the camera and showing what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And, like, you might go in and video the CEO and talk to the CEO, and the relationship between the marketing team and the CEO is going to become more intertwined. You see, like, Suzanne Jackson doing the behind the scenes stuff, and they're constantly filming her, like, in meetings and different things going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that direction has to come from the CEO. You think it's gone that way? What's very funny is that my situation is probably the reason why I'm successful in it, is because it's not like that at all.
Okay.
In my situation, do you know what I mean? But the COO
No interest.
doesn't want to be on camera. No interest with it.
Yeah.
COO is starting to be open to the idea of maybe doing a few radio interviews and stuff, maybe.
Okay.
So I'd like to actually connect those dots. I feel like that it could take what you just said. It would take it to a next level, but maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah, that could be like your next thing. Like, so, you know, like, you're revving the cars, but now you're like interviewing the COO.
Yeah, it's something totally different. Like, look, I said this before the conversation. Before, is like I could say the exact same thing as what you could say, but you hold more weight because the position you are in the company.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's a big thing to have, like. So if you could get someone to do that, that's the reason why I think Nadia is so successful. She owns the business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's her. So whatever she says, she can do whatever she wants, and you can stand by it. Whereas if I say something, I'm going, well, I actually have to get approval to say, well, is this the actual point? Is this the stance of the business? So I don't speak for the business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is my opinion.
Yeah, you echo what they want you.
Exactly, yeah. So, and then if I'm on something like this, I don't speak for Colmore. You know what I mean? They don't speak for me, so that's clearly separate. And I suppose that's a good thing as well, though. I think that's...
Yeah, it keeps it...
It manages risk, like. It doesn't blur the lines.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's no... I suppose if anything did happen, it's not on you. You're just... Don't shoot the messenger.
Exactly, yeah. Something happened with them, I don't take a hit on it. Something happens to me, they don't take a hit on it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's
a bit of separation,
yeah. Maybe that's the way. I don't know. What do you think? How do you feel about, like, if you see other brands? Here's a question for you. If you see other kind of car dealerships, specifically on social media, what's the difference between ourselves and any of them?
You have... So... I feel from having the podcast, right, is that if I speak to someone that's looking for a job, right, on the recruitment end of things, because they've seen the podcast or seen your videos, they've already built up this relationship with you in their heads that's like, it's almost like an imaginary relationship, but in a sense, it's like you've already had that first conversation with them, even though you haven't had that conversation with them, you've had it with 32,000 other people, that in their head you've had a conversation with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're having their second conversation with you before they come in to see it.
Yeah.
So there was a trend, I think they were saying, like, where, like, the influencer market is going to drop off, but that we're going to see, like, more CEOs coming out as being the face of the brand or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas you're the face of your company's brand, but I think that would be the next step in terms of, like, the head of marketing will be the face of the brand and not necessarily the CEO, after the CEO is kind of pushed back to the background.
Yeah.
I don't know now if you agree.
I don't know.
It's interesting to see how it's going. It's constantly evolving, so it's hard to say.
I look at I look at the other bigger car brands, and I'm just like the problem is that as part of a campaign that I would run, I do a situation analysis of the business itself, right, and then I do a competitor analysis of the other businesses, and I look at kind of why. I'm very analytical and very kind of data centric, because I'm like, why is this the case? Like, why are they not getting the views? They have, let's say, they have bigger budgets or bigger teams or more resources or whatever it is, and I'm like, why are you not? Because it's coming across as it's not authentic. It's you know what I'm saying. It's
I think the 3 pillars are for the high trust advisor is, do I know, like, and trust you? And you can't really build that unless you can see the human face.
And I don't think you can take it over. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have all these other people that come into these other brands, and the difference with the Colmores one is there was nothing. I started it, got it to its point. It's not fucking mental or anything, like, but you got it to a really good point, man. Yeah. And okay, well, you can get behind that. Whereas you insert someone into this thing that's tried 20 other people, you just realise, well, I don't follow the brand, I actually follow the person, so why bother following you at all? I'd actually just follow them themselves. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's the way I've kind of assessed it, because every other person I see, they go in, they last 6 months, they don't get the same results as they see this, as whatever I think their boss is saying. Well, how come they're getting it? Yeah. And they're not getting the results, and then 6 months later they're gone. Yeah, and it's rotating. I'm watching it. I've been in the thing 4 years. I've seen the amount of people that have started with brands and then just they're gone. 6 months. Yeah.
You need time in the game though as well, right? Like, and
you do.
You need a bit of trust. Whereas
that's one thing I got.
So, are you looking for staff over there at the moment? There, what would someone need to do to get a job? Which is as simple as just sending a CV, or
if you see it online, bro, it's there to be yours, if you know what I mean. So, whatever the position may be, maybe we're looking for salespeople at the moment. If you think you're going to be good at sales, I would definitely apply for it.
Yeah. Is it a beginner position, like, or
it's a GBA? I think at this moment of time there may be maybe junior and experienced roles available.
Okay.
I don't know. That's up to the head of sales at the moment, but I think they are going to be looking for people. So it should be live on the website in the careers part. So I just apply. Just even if you have no sales experience, just get in.
Once you can have a chat with someone, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
What other kind of jobs then would be going over there? Like, is there admin jobs, receptionists?
Yeah. Not receptionist one, probably not. Admin stuff, maybe, maybe in accounts, maybe. I don't know if they're going to be looking for anybody, but it's pretty much everything.
Keep an eye on the.
Just keep an eye on it. We have a careers page, like, and it's constantly updated, and it's a multi-facet of roles on it, so it's not just sales. Yeah. And that kind of way.
Yeah. You recommend that as a place to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Class. Yeah, I would. Yeah. It like, but depending on the person you are. Yeah. If you can handle it's pressure based as well in certain, especially in sales, it's going to be pressure based.
Yeah, you're paid to perform, or you're paid to be effective, is what I say to people. So
that's it. Yeah. So I'd if you have a bit about you, I'd say definitely apply. If you're a good lad, you know what I mean. They look after you in there. If you're a good lad, you know. That's
What's next for you? You back to college, do more education?
Oh yeah,
more documentaries.
I like I enjoyed doing the PR course, right, and I'd love to do a bit more PR, and we touched on this earlier, but constantly raising the bar for myself, my own work.
Yeah.
Oh man, I get so much satisfaction out of it. Right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you realise that you can go, or the maturity level. Like, I used to be very hot-headed, and I don't know, certain people out there are like that as well, and that you can struggle to.
You grow out of it, I think.
Yeah, but you mature a bit, and you kind of. I don't even think it's a grow out of it thing. I think it's more of a well, for me, I feel like it was more of I'm now around people that. Yeah. You know, I never thought I could be around in terms of I would deal. Let's say I would have access directly to deal with the COO. Yeah. And this deal comes from a serious background, and he has a lot of knowledge. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that I could take from and he doesn't know it, or maybe he does know it, but I like to actually, I will listen to what he says, I will assess how he deals with certain situations, I go, right, okay, that's how you deal with stuff when you're in that position, and I'll take it. And not every battle needs to be fought for. Do you get what I'm saying? That's one thing. If you're a hot-headed person, you don't need to fight every single battle. No. If you feel strongly about something, definitely stand up for yourself in a certain way, but don't ever you don't actually need to fight every battle.
No,
You won't.
no.
It's not good for you.
Just let go, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good for your role. It's not good for your mentality, your mental health, everything. It's just, it's not a good place. Like,
Do you think you'd like to move into that like COO position at some stage, or do you think like head of marketing is kind of the marketing PR route is the route you want to stay on?
I would love to do my own thing, man, at some point. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
like
that's fair, yeah.
even if I could still, I'd love to. I don't know how far away this is because I still love the idea of being the content creator, and
Yeah.
I don't think I still have a lot of work to do there. I think,
Yeah.
but I'd love to have my own thing at some point. Like, shout out to me missus, by the way. She's at opening up a coffee shop in Swords.
Yeah.
And she does what I do. But
What's
she
it called?
does. It's called Coffee Sisters.
Oh yeah, class.
One of the sisters are opening it up. It's under the renovation at the moment.
Brilliant.
And it should be opening up around the April date. But that's a little plug, by the way. So
Yeah.
I'll clip that up and shout that out. But you know, she had the idea. It's deadly, right? So she had the idea of, I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And man, she's like 26, so she's like, I'm going for it, like.
Yeah. Why not?
And she's cracking on with it, and she does what I do for a bathroom, kitchen, and coffee, like ultimate, it's
Right.
called. And she's like, well, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna still have this also.
Yeah.
And then if this becomes a really big thing, then I don't actually need to work. I can work for myself, and that's going to be it. So I'd love to have something similar in a way that instead of the coffee shop, replace that with maybe a marketing agency or a marketing and PR agency where I could, you know, still actually work with even Colmar.
Yeah.
Let's say they could go, well, I'll actually have a client as Colmar as well as this, and have people working for me eventually, and then they'll have other clients in other areas that don't clash with this one. And
Yeah. Okay.
and I'd always love to remain involved in some way, and especially in the content side, but man, I can build strategies out like I've really added to my game in terms of just a few TikTok videos. Like I've strategized everything, and you know I could build out a strategy for any business.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't even have to be specific to Coinmo. I just educate myself in terms of learn by doing.
Yeah.
And I worked alongside a marketing consultant that we had for a period of time.
Okay.
And it's almost like I done an apprenticeship in marketing. It's weird.
Because it's a consultant.
Man, I got way more out of it than I did if, let's say, someone went to college.
Yeah.
You know, you're taught
It's on
process.
Stuff,
You have to think the way I think, and you have to regurgitate knowledge that they've told you.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting down, assessing the situation, trying something different, right, that didn't work, right, go this direction, right, that worked, okay, build on that, okay, that didn't work, and you're just constantly improving yourself.
Pull it apart and pull it back together.
Yeah.
Class.
So if you have that mentality, man, that's to answer your question earlier.
Yeah.
That if you have that mentality and you have a bit about yourself, that's the type of person that should go into marketing, I think, and you could be really successful. Not just if you want to be a content creator and you just want a bit of fame because you think it's easy. That's not for you, but don't do it. Like,
no. There's way more happens behind the scenes than you see that happens on like for 10 seconds on.
Man,
TikTok
it's not even like TikTok and that social media is and that is 30% of what I do. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's people don't see the rest of it. You know, that kind of way, and that's you want to get behind the scenes. That's So.
That's what it is. Maybe you could do behind the scenes video what you do day to day.
I'd love to do that, man. I just don't have the time.
We'll come over and film you.
Yeah, I'd love that every day. No, I just don't have the time, bro. I'd love to actually just be like, right, here's how it's done, and you know, it's almost a day in the life. But are people over that? Do people watch day in the life? Are people annoyed by that?
I don't know. It depends on how well you do it, I think. And I think it has to be longer than kind of 10 seconds. I think like someone would watch maybe like 10 minutes of it, like in detail where you're having a bit of crack.
Like a YouTube thing.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. Like a vlog.
Yeah. It's not what I hate though. Here's one thing I fucking hate. The boys that go, spend the day me doing this and waking up in the morning, I'm like, bro, you woke up, set the camera up, pretending to go back to sleep. What are you doing? Like, I hate that.
Do it in the car on the way there.
Yeah, I hate that idea. Yeah, you're waking up, they're like, this is me brushing my teeth, bro. You set up the thing. You know what I mean? I'm not into any of that type of shit. You know?
Yeah, the acting walking into the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they go set up the camera, then walk out, then walk back in. Like, oh. But look, I don't know. It obviously works for some people.
Yeah. Look, it's all theatrics at the end of the day.
A lot of people don't like what I do as well, so it's...
Yeah, well, look, different strokes for different folks, but is are smashing anyway over there, so keep with it. So if anyone wants to find us, Colmar Cars.
Yeah, Colmar Cars, or follow Shout out my own page, actually. This is what I need to
go on,
start
shout
doing
out your
this
own
one.
page,
My
go
own
on.
page. Just you can catch me on TikTok at Jamesy Talks. May have to change that name, but for now, Jamesy Talks.
Right.
You can catch me on Instagram, just basically just James Lee IRL or IRE or something like that. And then yeah, that's kind of it.
Class.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for coming
Shout
in.
out 1040 as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yup.
That's it for this episode. A big thanks to James for sharing his story and the lessons he's learned along the way. If you enjoyed the conversation, make sure to follow the podcast and share it with someone who might get value from it. Thanks for listening.